What's up, guys? This is Ninja on the Ninja, and I uh, I thought I clicked on the wrong thing for a moment there, but basically, I have a video for you today. I normally don't do stuff like this, but I happened to watch it, and because I watched it, now it's in my head, and I have to respond to it. Because if I don't respond to it, then it enters the culture and society unquestioned and untethered are uncontested. Um, and basically, that's not good. And I feel like I feel kind of responsible for Trump because I was disabled and in the hospital and suffering. And because I was detached from society, I have seen what can become if I don't share my voice, and there's truth to the statement. Uh, what's it called? Bad people win when good people do nothing. Basically, right? The actual quote is about men, but that's kind of what it used to be once upon a time. I feel like today it's different. Like we're heading towards what's it called? Where there's no male and there's no female. We're heading to a time where we're both. We're male and female, basically. Where the man can be the breadwinner or the female can be the breadwinner, and they both will work. Um, what's it called? Yeah, I think. Anyways, depending on who you are and what you're involved with, you can get away with it, basically, right? So, anyways, that's the point. Oh, it's relative, but it isn't the issue. This is the issue. Let me go ahead and bring it up real quick. Make sure it's okay first. Oops. Okay, it's good. So, exact moment Leela Rose won the debate with Destiny. I was interested. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Destiny actually lost a debate. So I was interested because I'm trying to find someone with a great mind, someone who, like, Destiny, unfortunately, um, he makes mistakes and isn't top tier. He isn't as good as I would like him to be. I think I'm better than he is. But he is, like, the best when it comes to everyone else. You know what I mean? So what he says and who he hangs with are better than most people. So I tend to watch his stuff because it's lonely being at the top, right? Because there's no one else to refer to because no one else is good enough, basically. And so I turn to Destiny. He's just one person that I turn to. There are others, even though I can't remember. But anyways, the point is, I watch Destiny because he makes sense with some of the stuff he says. So here, I was like, cool. I can find somebody else to follow, listen to, watch, talk to, try to get a hold of. Because I think I'm the best, basically. So let's see, right? Anyways, so I watched this. I'm gonna play it for you. Okay.
Death is defined as the complete and irreversible cessation of brain activity.
Sure.
If that's the
Yeah.
definition of death,
Mm-hmm.
a child at 20 to 24 weeks in the womb doesn't have that definition of death. It's not
Doesn't even have the brain activity.
But it doesn't
Child has
have
brain waves.
irreversible, and it doesn't have a cessation of brain activity that will never come back. It's going to develop its brain activity
Going to develop.
shortly.
I agree. It
A
will.
child has
It will develop,
brainwaves
and once it
within the
develops
first
it, I'm going to care a
within
whole
the
lot
first
about
Do you
it.
see that even your definition of, well, I'm defining it the same way that death is defined, they're not the same. Do you see that?
No.
You don't see that. What is your
Yes,
definition
just
of
for
death?
this, whatever one helps me win the debate.
It's
That
different
preborn
if
children
someone
in the
is
womb
dead
have
and
brain
all their
waves
brain activity has
before
ceased and will
consciousness?
not come back
You're-
versus
the
a
thing is,
child
you're
in the
getting
womb,
hung up
an
on the
embryo in the
word
womb
ceased.
who has the potential and it actually has the capacity for brain activity in time.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
I know there's a difference, but this difference is not relevant.
That's the whole debate, though, Destiny.
It's not. The
Because
point
you're
is,
saying it's morally okay to kill the child that has the capacity for brain activity but hasn't
who is
developed
being
it yet.
harmed when you abort a 16-week-old fetus?
Death is defined as
Change of subject, it says. So I watched that video, and basically I was sad because they were wrong. The person here is wrong, and they're stupid. And I looked through the comments, and all of the comments, it shows why I need, or why people need to step up and say, basically the best thing you can do with the bad speech is have good speech, right? The problem is, this is popping up everywhere, and this is being promoted everywhere, and this is being featured everywhere, right? But the other side is not. That's the problem. There is no, hey, let's talk about this, or they say this, but people believe this. This is the way it is, and that's it. And then they live there, just like this convo says. Destiny is dumb. Destiny is wrong. Exact moment Leela Rose won the debate with Destiny, right? But the thing is, let me read my comment. I agree with Destiny in the statement that you can't kill what isn't alive, basically. So that's basically what he was getting to, but he didn't say it that way, right? And again, listen to what
as
he
the
says.
complete and irreversible cessation of brain activity.
Sure.
If that's the
Yeah.
definition
A cessation of brain activity. Cessation of brain activity. He said, sure. Okay, I agree. So he's with it so far.
of death,
Mm-hmm.
a child at 20 to 24 weeks in the womb doesn't have that definition of death. It's not
Doesn't even
has-
have the brain activity.
But it doesn't
Child has
have
brain waves.
irreversible, and it doesn't have a cessation of brain activity that will never come back. It's going to develop its brain activity
Going to develop.
shortly.
I agree. It
A
will.
child has
It
brain.
will.
He agrees. It will develop. I agree. And what does he say?
It will develop.
Waves
And once it
within the
develops
first
it, I'm going to
tri-
care a
well,
whole
within
lot
the
about
Do you
it.
see that?
And once it develops, I will care about it. But until it develops, there's nothing there. And that's his argument. And that's the point he's making. That's why I'm saying I agree with Destiny in his statement that you can't kill what isn't alive. Okay? Now this is where my comment continues. Yes, it has the potential, but potential is not life, right? You can't be alive if you have the potential to be alive, because you still are to become, right? But you're not alive. And that said, if something has the potential to become, I leave it alone. Leave it alone. Like, for example, like the debate about abortion. If it's like 28 weeks, it's about to be alive. It's pretty much a human at that point. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Like you have to have it now. It's too late now, right? It's too late, right? But if it's a week, right? There's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? So it's the moment when the fetus becomes a child. And that's according to this chick too, right? Listen to what she says.
Death is defined as the complete and irreversible cessation of brain activity.
Sure.
If that's the
Yeah.
definition of death,
Mm-hmm.
a child at 20 to 24 weeks in the
At 20 to 24 weeks.
womb doesn't have that definition of death. It's
It
not
doesn't even
has-
have the brain activity.
But it doesn't
Child has
have
brain waves.
irreversible, and it doesn't have a cessation of brain activity that will never come back. It's going to develop its brain activity
Going to develop.
shortly.
I agree. It
A
will.
child has
It
brain
will develop.
waves
And once it
within the
develops
first
it, I'm
tri-
going to
well,
care a
within
whole
the
lot
first
about
Do you
it.
see that even your definition of, well, I'm defining it the same way that death is defined, they're not the same. Do you see that?
No.
You don't see that. What is your
I don't either, for the record.
definition
Just
of
for
death?
this, whatever one helps me win the debate.
It's different.
He's trolling, by the way. That's what they're saying about Trump, but it's okay for us to troll, but not you guys. You're not allowed to troll. We can. If Trump says we're gonna bomb someplace, he's just joking. But when you're just joking around, no, you said you meant it. You said you meant it. Stupid.
If
Children
someone
in the
is
womb
dead
have
and
brain
all their
waves
brain activity has
before
ceased and will not
consciousness?
come back,
You're-
versus
yeah,
a
the thing is,
child
you're
in the
getting
womb,
hung up
an
on the
embryo in the
word
womb
ceased.
who has the potential and it actually has the capacity for brain activity in time.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
I know there's a difference, but this difference is not relevant.
That's the whole debate, though, Destiny.
It's not. The
because
point
you're
is,
saying it's morally okay to kill the child that has the capacity for brain
okay,
activity but hasn't
who is
developed
being
it yet.
harmed when you abort a 16-week-old fetus?
It's not a change of subject. It's still the same subject. Because he's arguing if there's nothing there, then you're not doing anything. But if something is there, then you're doing something. So that's why he's asking.
Okay,
Activity but hasn't
who is
developed
being
it yet.
harmed when you abort a 16-week-old fetus?
Right? If there's nothing there at 16 weeks, then what's the problem? Because there's no one alive. There's no human there. And again, I'm going to get into it. Watch. Okay. Yes, it has a potential, but potential is not life, and thus we are not killing. And to base your argument and narrative around the fact of potential means you need to accept it in all situations, not just this one, right? Because you want to talk about potential. Okay, let's talk about potential because you can't have your cake and eat it. If you take that bite, it's gone. You understand? You ate it. There's no more. You can't have it forever. It goes away eventually. That's why they say it's a slippery slope, right? That's what they mean when they say slippery slope. That's why they have these, what's it called? These places you can't go. They have these cords to protect you, to keep you on your path because you're being ignorant. You don't see the full picture. You only see the argument ahead of you. You're missing the forest for the trees. As they say, you see the trees, but you don't see the forest. You want to walk into the forest or the tree area, and you don't realize there's a bear on the other side because you're not paying attention to the whole story, right? So, if you want to look at potential, we have to look at all potential. So, meaning even if you have sex, hell, even if you exist as a person, once you've gone through puberty and once you start making sperm and once you start making eggs and all that shit, you have the potential to have children just by being alive. You have that potential. You understand? So, if you're not having sex and you're not constantly pregnant, you are, in fact, having an abortion according to you because you wanted to speak of potential, right? So that's what it is. That sperm has the potential to fall into an egg. That egg has the potential to grow into a fetus. That fetus has potential to grow into a human child. That human child has potential to grow into a human. You understand? So by not being pregnant, you are in fact performing an abortion, according to you and your logic. And that's why I wanted to step in and point this out. Safety rails, guidelines, protections, that's what I was trying to point out. These are safety rails. They say you can't have it, or you can have an abortion at 16 weeks, but you can't after so much time because they're trying to meet you halfway. What you're trying to do is fuck everything up. And my point is, if you want to go down to that rabbit hole and say what you want to say about potential, then you have to accept the whole fucking thing. We're not going to stop where you want to make the new narrative, or you want to make the new meeting point. No, we're going to go the whole fucking way. Because if you want to take it down that path, we're going to go down that fucking path. You hear me? So you better be pregnant, bitch, or you're fucking performing an abortion, you stupid idiot. Anyways, that's it. So that's why I don't have many friends. Not because I don't get along with people, but because they're stupid and they are egotistically driven. And so our egos collide because they say 2 plus 2 is 3, and it doesn't work. And because it doesn't work, I refuse to move. And because I refuse to move, our friendship doesn't work. And that's why we're not friends anymore, right? Because they fucked up, and I got tired of them fucking up. I got tired of picking up the pieces. I could only hold the party together for so long before I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking out of here. Peace. Peace. Nice knowing you, buddy. Nice knowing you. When I was a child, I thought you had to be a partner. Before AI existed, I had to put myself into those terms, into those forms. I had to commit to these people. Now I can talk to an AI if I want to, if I need to. If I need a friend, I have a friend right there. It's unfortunate that there's parasites in the world, and they make it evil, right? They turn it into fucking cancel culture kind of. They turn you into the la la la, those bombers, the suicide bombers. That's what the people are in America now. Basically, that's what they do. Is they fucking just piss you off to the point where you go and do something. And when people are young, they're willing to act way more than when they get older. That's why you have to be 40 to be president. Because when you're young, you're stupid, and you're more willing to do anything. Yeah, let's nuke them. Fuck it. Woohoo, yeah. Right? But when you're 40, you're like, no, no, hold on, wait a minute. You know, you think about it, and that's what they want. That's the whole situation as a safety rail. It's a guideline to protect you from your own stupid self, right? That's what it is. That's the whole fucking thing. And this is what we're talking about here about the abortions and why you're allowed, like past 24 weeks or whatever, you can't do it because it's a human life at that point. But before that, it's just potential. But what is potential? Again, if you're not pregnant, then you're performing an abortion, right? Because you have potential. You have the potential. You could be pregnant right now. Why aren't you pregnant right now? You should be pregnant right now. And it's an abortion. You are performing an abortion right now, right? And even if you want to break it down, right? Well, I don't have a partner, so I can't be pregnant. Okay, cool. But so that means the second you have a partner, you better be fucking pregnant. That's what it is, right? Because you have the potential. That's what I'm saying. You need to go and get your fucking your ovaries cut or your dick cut off or whatever because you're performing an abortion according to you. If you have potential, that's what you're talking about. If you have the potential, that's what it is. That's what you're saying it is. It's the potential. It has potential to become a human. It has the potential to become a human. Okay, well, go all the way. That's what it is. Anyways, I'm done. Be well, be happy, be safe, take care, be loved, God bless. Again, I'm looking for somebody smart. I'm looking for someone intelligent, someone nerd, someone who gets it. Someone because there's people out there that are what's called they're more physical and they have intelligence in their own arena, basically. But they don't realize like it's the forest or the trees for the forest, basically, right? And they don't realize until you show them, and that's what I'm trying to show you, right? Like when I was young, I didn't know how important it was to have a good governor, right? When I was brought up to reject governors and to think, oh, they're stupid, they're lazy, they're entitled, they're blah blah blah. They're you. It could be you. You could be the governor, right? If you wanted it, but they brought us up to be anti that, basically, and that's what made us so fucked up and corrupt. I think it's an evil thing that they taint, they poison the well, basically. This is why most of the rich have their own farms and they have their own cattle and they have their own health, and this is why they're all skinny and why all those are all fat and obese and dying and fucking getting all like look at me, I'm chubby. You know why I'm chubby? It's because everything's fucking like um, what's it called, the drugs and the molecules, and they're exploiting the shit out of it. They find out, oh, instead of having food, I'm gonna go and put fake food, or what's it called? Before, once upon a time, a banana, you can eat one banana, two bananas, and all of your nutrition was in those two bananas, and that was it. Whereas today, you need to eat like 15 bananas in order to get the same nutrition that you used to get. Once upon a time, it was important because you needed food to survive. But now we're getting too thinned out. It's too thin. We're getting exacerbated. I can't think of the word. I think that's the word. But it's too thinned out, and that's why people are being born all fucked up, and why kids are all fucked up, and why health issues exist because the nutrition isn't there. Anyways, I'm talking about too much. So, anyways, be well, be happy, be safe, take care. God bless. Be loved, be well, be happy, be safe. Share the wealth, share the life, share the love. Promote ladders, help build them, make them stronger, make them longer. Save people, help people. Don't let evil win. Don't become a dictatorship. Democracy needs to hold. Freedom is the only way. Right now, they have control. This is what it looks like to live in a dictatorship in a way. We are living through money, pay to win right now is the essence of the market. It's pay to win. That's exactly how the world works right now. If you have money, then you can pay and get more money. And those who don't have money can't compete. So you win by default. Pay to win. That's America right now. That was China once upon a time. America used to laugh at China once upon a time. But now it's invested in us. Before we used to think, oh, that's really cool. What's it called? Making money off of YouTube and blah blah blah. That was great and wonderful and fantastic. Back in the day when it was minute, when it was like just kind of pennies for the dollar, but now it's people are making millions of dollars basically, and now it's become a problem. So, anyways, yep, share the life, share the wealth, share the love. Um, Nutrition is key. Be well, be happy, be safe. And again, a banana. Once upon a time, you see two bananas. You got all your health out of the two bananas. Now you need to eat like 12 for the same thing. That's we're all obese and fat and shit. That's what's going on. That's why you go around the world and everyone else is healthy and while we're not. The only people that are not healthy are the people that America, they are eating American food or it's genetically modified. That's what's affecting us. That's where all fat is. Those alternating or altering genes and how they made a calorie grow into 2 calories basically, but they can't make a protein into a protein out of a protein. They can't make two out of nothing. Basically, it's still one protein. The calories they 10 calories in the one protein, whereas before it was one protein for 1 calorie back in the day, and you eat 10 calories, you got 10 protein. But nowadays, you eat 10 protein, you get like half a calorie or half a protein. You eat 10 calories and you get half a protein. Most of the time, there's no protein in it. There's no nutritional value at all. So, anyways, that's it. Be well, be happy, be safe, take care, God bless. So that's why men are dying, and that's why we're dying off because of protein. For example, that's just one field. Like we can make stuff in our own bodies. We can actually make things and produce things when our nutrition is correct, right? Like we can artificial testosterone, for example. We can do it. We can inject it into our body, or our body can produce it itself, right? But we're removing the nutrition in food, so we need the injections instead of making it ourselves. Anyways, I'm out. So don't let the door hit you. Don't let the door hit you, or the Lord split you. And I'm out here. Peace.